Hey y'all, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so I don't know which type of video you would like, either me editing it down like this for you to hear all the words, or if you would like me to just go ahead and shorten everything even more. Anywho, I could just make a description to you. I don't know, so y'all get in the comments below. But I went and took her hour-long video and got it down to 30 minutes by using 1.5, and now I've edited it down even more to where you don't have to listen to the stuff that don't even hold water. So y'all just listen away. I'll be here, and then like I said, meet me in the comments below. Go Foodie.
Yeah, I just woke up. Now, my internet will only last for exactly an hour and 3 minutes, so am I near the town under siege, Sueda? I don't know how far we are. I think we're about a little less than an hour away. I'm in my room, but the fan is not on my mic, but it's a loud fan, you know? I'm full of bites of mosquitoes. Wow. Why do mosquitoes bite the weirdest places? Great survival skills? Well, what can I do, Yanni? Where you lost power eating the peach, the rooster's girl. Kevin's part of the family now, by the way. Hopefully one more month of this weather, and then hopefully fall will be a lot cooler. Yeah, they suck, no pun intended. Yeah, I hate mosquitoes, man. No, I didn't go camping, but just being outside at night, like, you know? No, her hair doesn't seem to be growing back yet. I mean, it probably won't show for a little while. You can't see the stars, actually. Now, I know I said I wouldn't do podcasts, but, I mean, I just woke up, and if I want to hurry and get my live stream in before the internet craps out, because, you know, during the day, my internet plan is crap. So from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. here, that's when it's prime time. I have a cooking vlog thing I'm working on. We got back from visiting, like, a million people. We went to, like, in culture here, if you visit one person, everyone, like, you know, that they know wants to meet you as well and come and see you and be welcoming and feed you and give you drinks. No, I'm not in a shelter. What? I don't think my internet would work underground. I'm claustrophobic also, so with social stuff, yeah, for sure. Because I'm not used to it, you know, where I'm from, so. Well, there's a lot of social people in Canada too, though. No, no, Stu, it's not about the camera picture, I don't think, is it? No, I have no internet left at all during the day. I gotta renew the plan. Light a candle, why? Hello, Visa. Well, I have power right now. I have power, just, it's the internet that's, the plan that's weird. Do I use my phone for translating? I use Salah's translator, but whenever I'm just with just, like, the women, yes, I do. Because a lot speak some English, but not totally, and I don't speak totally Arabic, so. But yeah, we went to visit someone Salah knows, and then, you know, we someone there that we don't really know, but we met, like, once or twice, but they know the people that Salah knows. One of them had a baby, and, that's where I had that drink on my community tab. At first, I found it really awkward, but then you get to know the people very quickly. They treat you like family, like, you know, right away. I've never been anywhere in the world, ever, where people are so welcoming and nice, and, a lot, yeah, and a lot of them, like, they found out about my, YouTube, and so I had to go through.
Hey, y'all make sure you're commenting down below as she goes so I will know which way to go myself. Alright, hush-a-mush, here we go.
This whole thing because, you know, about, like, if, you know, I have to explain because if they look at my channel and they see all my past and they see all these things that they're just not used to seeing, like, you know, I explain my past, but I'm, you know, I'm trying to move on from that and just, you know, live a different life, and they, you know, say, you know, they still accept me because my past is my past, you know, and, they don't really care, so that's good. That eases a bit of it off, and I can be more comfortable maybe filming in the future and stuff, maybe, who knows anyways. Yeah, because it is hard having the type of past I have. Really, the Philippines, yeah, they look like very friendly, welcoming people too, Isaki. That's what I'm saying, like, it's, you know, it's a trade-off. You know, you have to learn to adapt to a new life, but you just manage. You have a bunch of fans, you install solar, you keep on top of topping, you have to watch conserve water, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's, just the sense of community I'm not used to, but they're so welcoming, like, I don't know how to explain it. But my past is, especially because, listen, if I was going to somewhere like Amsterdam or the UK or US, nobody would bat an eye, but I'm in a very, I've been staying in very conservative countries. So, you know, it's very, just, you know, it's something that I would worry about a little bit, you know, but yeah, it's socially exhausting. Yeah, because it's, you know, I'm used to, like, being at home alone a lot of the time, you know, like, let's say when I was in Canada, like, you know, like, sometimes I just get the urge to be alone in a room with a candle and, you know, like, just my phone or something and my cat and just being alone, you know, like, you know how I am. And talking to hundreds online, but it's not like, when it's online, it's very different, you know? I'm not used to being around a lot of kids as well. There's a lot of children, and they're very loving and they're very cute, so, but you just get used to it, you know, it's just a different life you just have to get used to. And, you know, and in tradition here, at least with the people that, were around, you know, but I guess it's tradition, like, you go to visit someone and, like, you know, it's so different, okay? The treadmill was sold. Bye. Adoption. Oh, no. I got to hold the new baby and see the new baby and everything, but and I've, I've held up, I've been around many children, but at the end of the day, I'm glad to give them back. They're beautiful creatures, they're angels from God. I get all that, but you know, I don't. It's just not for me. Just not for me. So it's just not meant to be. At least not in this lifetime. And I know a lot of you because you're from the West, where I'm from, and there's so many people that don't have children, but here it's not really the norm. So I mean, but it's I don't mind being around them as long as we can give them back. But yeah, it's hey Lorraine, it's so different. It's so different because in gatherings, like, I don't know if you guys, maybe different families are different in Canada, but when you have company, it's like a lot of people just want them to hurry and leave. It's almost like an obligation to have company in the West. You know what I mean? You feel like you're overstaying your welcome sometimes, or that people are overstaying their welcome. But here, if you go visit, it's not just, it can't be a 2-hour thing. They will not let you leave. You have to stay, for a couple days maybe. I even feel bad, like our visit was short. Thanks, absurdity, and we were there like a day and a half, and I felt bad about like kind of like a compromise. Like, they really wanted us to stay a long time, and I said, well, we have to get back. We have the cat, and we have some downtime. Yeah. And it's also another thing that's tradition is, which I didn't realize, like we had a meal and I finished my plate. It was a huge plate. And then when they see your plate is empty, they pile on more food because that's just the tradition. So I guess if you don't want more, you have to just kind of eat slow until everyone's finished. Don't leave your plate empty. Yeah, Julia's fine. I left her a ton of water, a ton of food. She's all right. A food mountain and a mixing bowl full of water. I left 3 dishes of water and they were not even nearly empty. So, made sure the box was super clean, not even anything in it. Cats are easy to leave at home. I still feel bad. That's why I'm like, we gotta go home because, she probably, like, I wonder at what point does she wonder, like, did we abandon her or something, because, like, that's the only, I'm not worried about, like, her actual, like, dying of starvation because I do leave her a lot of food and stuff. But it's the loneliness. I don't know if cats, like, just point to your tummy and wave your hand. Oh, I do, but usually Salah will translate, but if they're talking about something among them, whatever, yeah. I do pick up on a little bit of Arabic, yeah. No, I always like all the food they offer, always. No, I'm at home now, Lorraine. Yes, the mom guilt, Barbara. Julia's like her mom and enjoys alone time too. He tries to teach me Slutsky. I don't learn. My brain is like mush or something. He always talks Arabic to you, Julia. It's a difficult language because there's so many different ways of saying things and dialects and thumbing up the stream. Thank you. You know what I mean? It's yeah. So I'm gonna try, inshallah, I can at 1 a.m. somehow be awake and finish my vlog, cameos, and come live and show myself on camera. Just say yallah. I was just telling them a bit of the differences in tradition. Whenever you're visiting people, I'm learning a new culture. Yes, the culture is very, very, very nice and welcoming. It is 8:18 a.m. I have a video. The person cooking, she said that I could film. She knows I do YouTube, but I didn't film her. Like, I just filmed her hands cooking, and we were both cooking. I was helping her, but you're tired of translating, really? You have to, sweet love. Your English is the best there. I wish I could go to every country and try living in how they live in every culture. That would be interesting. But so yeah, they because they make a lot of traditional food around here, and each different part of Syria, they have different main dishes, recipes that they have. So we visited different areas of Syria, and there's even a Syrian store in Cornwall that just opened not long ago. She offered to make we can make a lot of recipes and show you the different Syrian food. No, I didn't take Julia with me, Ashley, and I think it's probably just better for her to stay here because it's stressful for her to drive around. If we're only gone for a day and a half. If we were going for a longer time than that, I would take her anyways, obviously. Oh yeah, there's kibbeh. Yep, kibbeh is really good. It's like a bulgur. It's like the shape almost like a, I don't know what kind of shape to explain. Round, but no, she won't get lost or anything, but we had a nice trip. We sure did. Especially since there's AC in the car. We did hear, like, when you're outside, a lot of the time at night we like to sit outside and stuff. Hey, hon, I don't know. I wasn't going to, tell you guys, but I don't want you to worry, but the little villages, we go to, they're not that far from Sueda where everything, but not just that, but you could hear and see, like, the Israeli helicopters patrolling above, and in the night sky you can see, like, the fire, like, from like maybe gunshots, I don't know. And then, sometimes on the ground and you just see random bullet casings and stuff. I've asked people, in the villages, like, are you afraid? Like, are you scared? And they just say that they're just used to it. They're just used to it. And, actually, like, Solano's people from different little areas, different little villages. The way it works, like, there's an area, but there's, like, all kinds of little villages within that area. Do you know what I mean? Kind kind of hard to explain, but that's sad to be someone's normal. Peace for Syria, inshallah. Just went visiting people. He's keeping me safe, yeah. But I did get to film some cooking, so I'll try to have that vlog. I did help a little bit, but I filmed a lot of it too. It's so very healthy to get out and about. Yeah, we're trying the Syrian food, so no time to cook. Plus, they're showing me how they make things, like the spices they use, so that maybe I can cook someday. But yeah, during our trip to go visit people, there's so many people. It's like a whole like, like I said, it's hey Mimi, if you meet somebody, you go to their house. You know, if you meet somebody, neighbors, they consider you family like right away, and they're just so welcoming, and they would do anything for you, and I mean, we're like that too with people we meet, obviously. That's the culture, and hey, Bindi. It's nice to feel, like, loved, you know? Like, just from, it's like a community feeling, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's different dangers, but I have not seen a single other, like, immigrant, period, since I've been here. It's just, like, I've only met Syrian people. Whom did you film cooking? The neighbor who cooks for you. Yeah, somebody yeah. Someone nearby here. She's always offering to cook and everything, and, you know. Not just Indian food, my dear. Food here, too. Full of cardamom pods. Yes. I don't know, Bunny. Hey, Bunny. No. The food, the produce, a lot of it can just stay outside. But we put it in the fridge, and when the fridge is on all day, it's fine. And then at night, we just, you know, keep it closed and it stays pretty cool. As long as it's in, like, a cool, dry place. I don't know. But the convenience stores, there's so many. There's so many. You guys, just driving through, like, we were driving through a little town. People, it, like, comes alive at night. There was all kinds of, like, all kinds of things. You would be surprised. I was saying that, like, maybe I could make something Canadian, like mashed potatoes and meatloaf. They call meatloaf kofta. Poutine, Salah insists on poutine. I can try. I'd have to get a block of mozzarella or something. You can't make poutine with labna. We don't go out at night typically, but sometimes we have to. There's so many little stores. They call them Ducans or Ducanis, I think, or something like that. And yes, and there's a ton. They have a lot of, they call it booza. So they have ice cream, and for 50 cents, you can get a waffle cone with 2 scoops of really yummy ice cream. All kinds of flavors. So when we go somewhere, we always buy everyone ice cream. Everyone in the kids ice cream, because it's so affordable to get ice cream. Like, you go to Laura Secord, you get it, or Baskin Robbins, it's like friggin' $5 at least for 1 scoop, you know? And they have slushies, yes. I get a mix of flavors. I don't even know what they are. Strawberry, they have all kinds. It's more like a gelato texture, though. Yeah, that's what it's like. So they have, like, most of those places have slushes and ice cream because it's hot. And chips and soda. Slush and ice cream. Yeah, exactly. They sell the things of shisha. They sell everything, you know. A pack of cigarettes is 50 cents here, guys. So any smokers would love it. For a mukbang, there's bars here. There's some bars, yeah. Club, like, I'm not going to one as a hijabi, but I don't smoke cigarettes. It's melon season. We have a lot of melons. I have a melon on my counter right now. We bought one on the way back. Yeah, there's a huge Christian population, Max. So they have bars for Christians or people from other religions there. What? Purple? A pack of cigarettes is 75 Australian dollars? I don't know if they have vapes. I don't know. Shisha is not strong. That's why I like it. Well, Lila, it can give you a headache if you smoke it too fast, but I've had so many homemade meals that I don't know the brand of cat food. It comes from the vet. He just gives you a bag of food, you know. Hey, Ozzy Osbourne died. I thought someone was trolling when they wrote that, because they always say that, but it's true this time. Crazy, hey? And actually, if you read the ingredients on the treats and the wet food, it's always, there's like maybe 4 ingredients. Taurine, meat. It's not full of crap like you think, no. But I don't know, Julia eats it. Captain Crunch cereal? No, I never think of Captain Crunch. I ate it mostly as an adult because as a kid, my mom didn't want me to have sugary cereal. And look at me now. Alcohol actually is still kind of expensive, I find, in Canada. No. AC is not really a thing here, guys. What I had last night for dinner? It's called Malaiki. I filmed some of it, so you will see what it is. Does she go after bugs? She has a hunter spirit because she likes to go after pigeons in the windows. But when there's a bug, no, she freaks out, but she doesn't touch it. She's weird. We were visiting someone, and then they said, oh, this lady upstairs wants to invite you. So I went to, like, we just finished having, like, you know, dinner, then tea and dessert and stuff. So then I went up to see this lady, and she made shisha. It was a gum with mint flavor. No, it's like a mint gum. It's so good. Like, I'm like, mint gum flavor. I don't think I'd like that, but it's so refreshing, like, on your throat. So that's my new favorite. And next time I need shisha flavor, I want that flavor. Basically, like, traditionally, the custom is if you visit someone, they bring you, you know, they'll bring coffee, tea, some treats. I was so full. Like, I was so full. I'm like, I'm not eating for, like, a day. And then I got invited to go upstairs, and they had all kinds of, like, treats. And they're like, eat. So I had a few. I was just, like, nibbling on it, you know, and that seemed to be okay. And then I had some coffee, some shisha. Very, very nice people. Like, I can't, you know, they're so nice. I hand Salah the phone and go, can you film, please? Because, yeah, I just love, like, number one thing, I love the people here, honestly. I do. Syrian people, amazing. Yeah, I have some footage, and there'll be more to come, inshallah, because we still have to do all kinds of touristy things, but I got to, you know, hold the baby for a while. I'm a bit awkward because I don't really, like, know how, I don't hold babies regularly, you know, but they're very, very cute, you know, very precious. But at that age, I think it was maybe like a, you know, few days old. They're very they smile when they're only a few days old? Because it looked like it was smiling. I don't know, like, is it just gas or do they smile? They're so fragile, yeah. The grin, it's so cute. I'm so nervous holding baby, yeah. And they just like move their mouth around like they always want to eat, you know? They're always looking for a nip or something. In the West, you know, if you don't have a lot of money, people are very reluctant to have big families, a lot of kids and stuff. And here they just make it work. You know, a lot of people live, you know, they just make it work. I don't know. Life is just not as expensive here, but you know, also you can grow your own food and less class bias, yeah. And everyone helps each other out, exactly. If you have a baby, you have your whole family to help you out. Yes. Sisters, mother, father. They play, you know, that's another thing. It's very, very unusual, you know, to not have a father figure. Like a father figure is very, very important. Remember I told you when we got married and the judge was like, "Where's your dad?" Like, you know, in this. And I was like, "How's my toenail?" And to me, I was like, "I don't talk to my dad." And they thought that was really sad, you know, because they make it almost impossible to be self-sustainable in the US. Everything is so regulated and taxed. Yeah, it's difficult, especially nowadays, you know. Differences of culture. Oh yeah, it's morning. I gotta get off in like 10 minutes. Yeah, he's visited a couple times, you know, a few times as a child, but he was born and raised in Kuwait, so this is all new for him too, you know. So to have so many welcoming people around, even just neighbors and stuff, they've been really helpful, helping us adapt to life here. No, it's not. The internet's not all for everyone. It's my internet plan. I finished all my daytime data, so I got to go buy more. There's a lot more comforts in Kuwait, you know. We had a brand new car. We had AC constantly. There's a lot more. Like I don't know. I'm around a lot more people, welcoming people here that don't really judge me for my past and stuff like that. Like I felt like Kuwait people were more like to themselves, you know. Life is harder but more fulfilling. Yeah, in a lot of ways. Yeah. No, I never said he was born in Syria, because even if you're born in Kuwait, you can never have citizenship there. Never. Unless you're like born Kuwaiti. Like even if you marry a Kuwaiti, the wife will never be a citizen. Never. No matter how many years you contribute to the society, you'll never ever be a Kuwaiti. So that's why. It's actually like that in all the Gulf countries. At least in Qatar and Kuwait. I'm not sure about UAE, but he was born in Kuwait. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we'd like to go there. Salah's been to Egypt, but I've never been. 10 minutes sharp. I'll have to get off or it will just cut off. But at least I'll be on for a full hour, and at least I got to talk to you guys. When I don't go live, I miss going live and talking to you guys and sharing some of my experiences, you know? So the pause thing was just a load of BS. No one know. Yeah, they were just... I don't even want to even go there, honestly. I've closed that chapter of my life. See ya. I don't let that ruin my experience in Kuwait, you know? I think Kuwait, it's a beautiful country, and the people are really nice and everything, but, yeah, I'm not going to let those friggin' idiots ruin an entire time that I was there, you know? When I was in Canada, I didn't want to be around anybody. It's hard for me to be around a lot of people for a long, long time still. I get, kind of like I just want to be in a quiet room after a while, but it's nothing personal. It's just how I am. Like, yes, and I miss the coffee places, honestly, if I'm being honest. There's things, of course, I miss, you know? You also had the reaction channels talking about, yeah, they exacerbated it. The people reaching out to, pause and talking about, like, I knew it was BS when I saw things in the report about prostitution and stuff. Like, what? I did in Kuwait? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, they didn't even bother. They just listened to any mentally unstable hater and just put it in a report and were like, here's what we're going to try to charge you with, you know? I think it would have all just fallen through, honestly, but it was just like, I'm not dealing with this crap. Goodbye. It wasn't just them, though. There was other things, like I said, like, appreciate you liking the content. What's with the heavy breathing? I'm fat. I'm laying down. And I'm fat. Mukbangs are old-fashioned. I miss it a little bit, honestly, if I'm being honest. I don't know why, but if you hate listening and watching people eat, it would be torture, you know? Time warp mukbangs were fun. I mean, I'll probably still show, like, maybe a few bites of something that, we'll see, but yeah, no. I know, I want to stay on. I need unlimited internet. I can come back after 1 a.m. my time, so very far away from now. Oh, shoot, I better go. Any plans for any merch? Not yet, but I do have some stickers on my merch site. It's in my description. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Alrighty, guys, there we go. You got to hear Foodie. Like I said, y'all let me know in the comments below if you'd rather me just recap it or if you like hearing her voice like that all chopped up. But alright, guys, I want to say to you, I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this, and remember to smile today or make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. Alrighty, guys, as I just said, y'all go find your mirror and you smile in it. Bye!